Card.
There's no sound in the void. Yeah, there's.
Hello.
Sound?
Hello, everybody.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, wow. Wait, what?
Oh, okay.
I was playing bingo. That was my charades. I think Hornish saw the newest Game Changer episode. That's what I think.
Very nice.
God Mike is
loud.
loud. Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Society. You got it. Yeah, we got there.
Ding.
It happened. I'm drinking decaf.
Oh, really? Decaf today, huh?
I am down to one coffee a day, and I have it at 5:30 in the morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, I have my one cup. It's usually around 8 a.m. or so. But when we do the show, I like to move it back just a little bit.
You're a one-cup guy.
I am. Yeah.
I drink a lot of decaf though, because I had to replace my addiction with something.
Yeah, decaf is good. It's a lifesaver, honestly.
Yeah, truly. I've been sleeping good. I've been sleeping real good.
Nice.
How about you? How have you been sleeping? Let us know in chat on Twitch and YouTube. Ruel, what's going on today on Good Morning Society?
We've got games, and more games. Back
What?
there.
Surprise!
Yes. And not only are we talking about games like we always do, we actually get to play one today.
Yes!
Which is awesome. Yes.
You might even play two. I mean, a little sample round,
yeah.
right?
So there it is, Qawale Mini, and we've got everything ever from one of our sponsors today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and what else are we going to do before we get into it? We're going to talk about TLN.
TLN, yes, the Tabletop Live Network. We got a huge event this weekend partnering with Extra Life. So we're raising money for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Super excited about that. Over the last couple of years, TLN, we've raised over $15,000. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. We're so grateful for the opportunity to partner with Extra Life and also a Good Time Society.
Yeah.
We're going to be streaming live from here in the studio this Saturday, 9 a.m. So come join us then. Let's raise some money for the kids and families in need.
Very cool. So TLN, Tabletop Live Network, is basically a marathon of streaming, and this week it's going from Friday night to Sunday?
Yeah, we normally do just the weekend, but we're adding Friday because we want to raise as much money as possible for everyone in need. So Friday through Sunday, we're going to be playing games, having a great time. So come on and join us, and let's raise some money, folks.
Yeah. Does that mean we're not the kickoff stream this time?
No, we have a pre-stream on Friday with a bunch of us from all around the world. We're just going to go and play a bunch of games. And we're really excited about this weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And for those who don't know, TLN, just check out the website. There's a streaming marathon every month. Mm-hmm. Is this the one a year that goes to this charity event so you can concentrate all the efforts in one place?
Yeah. So basically, Extra Life has a weekend, they call it the Tabletop Weekend, and they moved it to April this year. It used to be in August, but April this year, and we're partnering with them to showcase all kinds of different board games, and we can't wait. It's such a great event, and like you said, we just focus on one monthly event a year for Extra Life specifically. It's
very
great.
cool. So make sure you tune in. This is your chance to help raise money in the name of Tabletop for Extra Life, and for kids' hospitals. And I think it's a very smart move for Extra Life to change the Tabletop weekend to April, because August is the Heat-a-con season.
Yeah.
I'm sure they get a lot more attention this time of year.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. It was really hectic in August, and they said, hey, let's go to a month where we can just focus on Tabletop, and that's what we're doing this weekend.
Yeah.
So.
Balanice is asking if Qawale is a macaroon game. It isn't, but you could pretend it is, because from here they do look like delicious macaroons. Mm. They're kind of oblong, awkward-shaped little stones, polished stones that are stacked. But you know what? Now all I see is macarons.
Same here.
Macaroons.
It does look like a delicious game, but we will warn you, do not eat these at home, folks. They are wooden pieces.
I think we're talking about macarons, because macaroons are a big coconut cookie.
That's right. And macarons are the delightful little,
French pâtisserie.
Pâtisserie. Oh, oui.
I watched The Great British Bake Off.
Macaroons. Why? Oh, macaroons has two O's.
Yeah,
right?
a rune or a ron.
Macaroon. Yeah, macaron.
Hey, no shade. I just wanted to bring up the interesting discussion of these two cookies that are so similarly named. Well, should we jump right into our first game?
Yeah.
This is from Floodgate Games. Floodgate is a sponsor of today's show, which is so exciting. One of our very first sponsors.
Yeah.
And we're really excited for that to happen. So huge thanks to Floodgate Games for sending us everything ever. This is actually your copy.
Yeah, they sent me a copy a little while ago, and this is a really fun party game, folks. This is everything ever. We got 2 category cards here. They come out randomly. For a 2-player game, we got a couple of cards here. Becca and I also have a hand of 3 cards that are secret. And what you're gonna do is put these 2 category cards, and you're just gonna say stuff that relates to that category card, Becca. So you either do every coffee brand or every apple.
Okay, so what's my time limit?
They say as fast as possible. They say around 10 seconds. So if someone's taking a little long, it's like any other party game. It's super like fluid.
Flexible rules.
Flexible rules, yeah.
Okay, before we get into it, let me just say that this is designed by Nathan Thornton. It's for 2 to 10 players, and it usually takes about 20 minutes. We'll just do a couple rounds.
Yeah.
And I'll just start by saying Fuji.
Fuji, nice. And then if at any time if you cannot think of something, then you're gonna play a card from your hand to change the category.
Ooh.
And when you change the category, you have to say something from that. Now here's a bonus. If you can name something that covers both the cards at once, you get a bonus point, basically. I think it's a bonus point.
Yeah, haven't you ever heard of a Folgers apple?
Yeah, Folgers apple. I was thinking the wonderful Starbucks apple is very famous too.
Yeah.
So every coffee brand, I will say Folgers.
Okay, so I can alternate between when it comes
Correct.
back to me. I just have to keep going.
Yeah, and the thing is, you cannot say something that someone's already said.
Of course.
And if you do, then you're going to get a little warning. We each have a judge card. I'll allow it, but watch yourself, counselor, if it's a close call. And then the other, you're out of order.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't want to be out of order.
Never.
No. Don't
Never.
get that gavel slammed at you. Okay, I'm going to say Granny Smith.
Granny Smith, I'll say what you said, Fuji. Shoot. See, so you can totally start the timer because I'm stumbling here. Starbucks.
Nespresso.
Keurig. Is that a coffee brand? Do they make coffee?
They make coffee.
It's a coffee maker. Okay, yeah.
Gala.
Oh, that's the one I was going to say. Red Delicious.
Granny Smith. I already said it.
Oh, you're out of order. So what you would do is take this as a penalty, and then we would reveal another one, and then we would start there. Every sandwich. And we'd go forth, and at the end of the game, we go until all the cards are gone, and then you count up how many penalty cards. The player with the fewest penalty cards wins.
You won.
GG.
GG.
Becca.
Well
And
done.
There you go, friends. That is everything ever from our sponsor, Floodgate Games, a wonderful party game. It does play really well with 10 players. I have played a 10-player game, and it's hectic, and it's fun, and it's a blast.
Yeah, I love that. This reminds me of Anomia, one of my favorite party games.
Love
It also
Anomia.
reminds me of just the improv game categories, but that is a lot more fast-paced and you're out.
Yeah.
Elimination style.
Elimination style. So
Yeah.
there it is, folks. Everything ever.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's cute. The artwork is very fun and funky.
I love it.
We have another sponsor for today's show.
Woohoo!
A huge thank you to Flavor Text Adventures, which currently has a Kickstarter, which Ruel's going to bring up right now.
Yep.
This is from chef and creator Alton Green. It's a 5E supplement book. They've already surpassed their goal on Kickstarter, which was a modest one. I think they wanted, what? 4,500, and they've already surpassed 8,000. This is encounters that also have the chef's recipes in them. There's a free PDF that you can find on drivethroughrpg.com, and we have the video. If we can go to our video screen, and then we can start that over, perhaps.
Yep.
This is really cute. I think they did an amazing job. They only have 3 days left to go for Flavor Text Adventures. So check that out. It's on Kickstarter right now.
Yeah, I love this. Anything to do with food, I'm immediately interested in. And I'm not gonna lie, just watching this right now, I'm getting a little hungry. And I love the character Alton Green. Moving right along here, you see all the adventurers, and there is the butcher's block, and Oh, it looks like, is that, I don't know what they're cutting up there. It looks like
Oh, yeah.
ginger, right?
There's
Ooh,
the
I love
chef
me some
himself.
ginger, yeah.
Ooh, slow animatic head tilt while twisting mustache. Yes,
Gotta
yes.
love that.
Uh,
And there's
yeah.
a backpack full of goodies.
Oh
and-
no,
yeah.
that's a mimic.
Oh,
Everything's a mimic.
Yeah.
An all mimic picnic basket.
Oh my gosh.
Terrifying.
Tentacles, that must be the seafood portion of the game.
Yeah, this is. Those are
wonderful.
dune level worm of teeth.
Dude.
Dune worm level of teeth.
Dude.
Yes, absolutely. Ooh, we got real food.
Whoa, okay, now I'm hungry.
Must be the recipes that are included
I
in
see
the book.
cookies.
I like 5e supplements are really, really popular on Kickstarter. There's a lot of great ones. In fact, we talked about floral dragons last week, and this is another that like it's so. This looks amazing. I'm so impressed by this. It's creating a lot of value aside from in your D&D game with these recipes and creating a fun story to go with them. So I'm a big fan. And
Likewise.
thanks again to Flavor Text Adventures for sponsoring this show.
Yeah, thank you. And I'm really hungry now, so
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, we're gonna need to get some burritos maybe.
Ooh,
Who knows?
burritos.
Every day's a burrito day around here.
Wow, lots of stuff happening this week, Becca. So we've talked about the Flavor Text Adventures. I want to talk about a little thing called the American Tabletop Awards.
Boom!
The American Tabletop Awards, they just announced yesterday their winners, the 2024 winners, which means these are games that were released last year. 4 different categories. Early gamers, the winner was Blob Party. Casual games, I love this one, Sea Salt and Paper.
This is what Jake brought to Gamma Expo and made everyone play, including you, a lot.
Yeah, I played this one. Did you play as well? Or?
No!
Oh, Jake. And then we have 2 other winners, strategy games. Thunder Road Vendetta.
Wow.
Thunder Road Vendetta is the 2024 game of the strategy game of the year.
Did you yell yes? What, because you own it or because you're just so excited to know this exists, Ray?
Because I spent all my money on it and gave them as much money as they would possibly take for every expansion they made.
Well, it seems like you made a strategic and approved by the AATA decision.
But was it approved by Lindsay, my girlfriend? We'll see. She hasn't played it yet.
You know what? Show her this and she may change her mind.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's an award winner. And then we had one final winner for complex games. It's a little more complex in rules. And this is the White Castle, which we played here live with Jake and Kate Elliott.
Kate!
Yeah, and Kate, I was going to say she crushed us, but actually it was a tie break. It went down to the tie break.
Ooh.
Her and Jake, she beat Jake out by like 1 point.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank
Kate.
God. Thank God. Put some humility in that man. He wins at everything.
He does win at everything. So be sure to check out the website, folks, AmericanTabletopAwards.com. You not only do they have the winners, but they also show recommended and nominated. So those are the games that didn't quite make the cut, but they're still worthy of you checking them out. And the website obviously is getting crushed by everyone going over this. So it is, okay, there it is, right there. So we have Thunder Road Vendetta.
Nice.
We also had Daybreak and the Fox Experiment.
Ah, honorable mention.
Yeah, and then nominated for Shuffle and Kinfire Chronicles Night's Fall.
Cool.
I just also want to say I also backed Fox Experiment to
Nice.
be all the way. So
All right.
look, I secretly actually wrote these awards just to make myself feel better about the money I spent.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well done.
You know, I've been a member of AATA since the beginning, and
Yes.
I have voted once in those years. Because you know what? I don't want to be unfair if I haven't tried everything.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
someday I will be a regular voter. That's my
Yeah.
goal in life.
And you're also having a baby and
That
stuff like that.
That did set me back in the playing everything.
Yeah. We have a really great committee. There's a lot of different folks from different walks of life, and we all play different games. So I really like the fact that we can bring such a diverse committee to look at these games and vote on the ones that we feel are worthy.
Yeah, and I also like that there's 4 categories. There's so many. The thing about games is that there's a game for everyone and there's a game for every situation.
Yep.
And you don't always get the White Castle out on the table, but
Exactly.
technically the ones that make my brain burn the most are my favorite.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's my category, but it's not always what I play.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And that is so true, Becca. It's, you can find different games for different situations, and these are all the best of the best.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
You heard it here. You
Go
heard
check 'em
it
out,
on
folks.
the website,
Yeah.
AATA American Tabletop Awards.
Yeah. So
I
very
said
cool.
AATA. It's ATTA.
ATTA, yes.
ATA.
ATA.
Yeah, ATA, your service.
Hey.
Yeah. I just put so many A's in there. All right. Are we just going to get into the juice?
Yeah.
Is it worth the squeeze?
ATA. I can't talk about ATA. Yes, it is worth the squeeze.
I throw in a Lizzo quote every day.
Nice.
Makes my heart happy.
I love that. Yeah. I'm going to keep, I can't stop thinking about ATA. Okay, but why don't we talk about a game?
Okay.
We talked about, the Eternaut. I had no idea what this game was until I was contracted by Rado to do a playthrough of it. The Eternaut is a narrative-driven game. It is based on a world-renowned comic book from Argentina. And this studio, Pendragon Studios, I believe they're based in Europe. They license it, and it is about a post-apocalyptic world. And the playthrough, why don't I'm going to bring up, let me see, I'll bring up the playthrough that I did, which is right here. So you can actually see the board. There it is. As you can see, it's a sort of dungeon crawly and hand management resource.
I love
management
watching
game.
your hand gesture in person as your hand gestures
Yes.
in this past video. My brain thought you were doing that now. It
It's
was
like
very impressive.
Inception,
Yeah.
level stuff.
Meepleception! Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Please,
here's the
continue.
people. Yes. So what you're going to do is you're drawing cards, story cards that tell you what to do based on these characters. Now, if you've read the comic book, The Eternaut, folks, great news. These are new characters. So it's based on The Eternaut, but it's no spoiler alerts. I mean, there's stuff that's new to the world here. So if you've watched the Eternaut or read the Eternaut, you're in for a treat. This is all new stuff. And actually, I'm just doing the demo game. The introductory game, it's way more robust. But what you do on your turn, you've got a couple of actions in your hand of cards. You play one, and then you're going to move around, interact with folks, and you're going to basically put together a choose-your-own-adventure style game where you're interacting with characters, crafting items, and then hopefully figuring out the mystery of what is going on in this world. Why are people dying outside, literally dying outside your factory that you're trapped in with your coworkers? So trying to figure out that is really cool, and I really had a good time with this, Becca. And I gotta say, the Eternaut, there's a Netflix show coming out next year. They did want me to let you know that it's different than the game, it's different than the comic book, but it is based on the IP. So
Oh, that's fun.
people love this IP, folks, and if you're even remotely interested, highly recommend the Eternaut.
Yeah, cold horror. Oof.
Yeah.
I like me some warm summer horror, and I'm looking at the Pendragon Game Studios website, and they have a bunch of horror-themed games. Like last Friday, they have an Escape from New York that the Pledge Manager is going to close later this month. It looks like they ran a very successful Kickstarter for that, and they just have a bunch of really cool. They have The Thing. They have really cool horror IP themed games.
Yeah.
So
that
that's
is their
Pendragon.
specialty.
Yeah, fun stuff.
Yeah. So that's the Eternaut. It is on Kickstarter right now. And speaking of Kickstarter, we have another one that just launched this morning called Aqua ROVE. And Aqua ROVE, I'm such a fan of this company, Button Shy Games. They do wallet-sized games. So these are teeny tiny games.
I know this game. We
Yeah.
talked about this on Good Looking Kickstarter.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it is, they crushed their goal. They were trying to raise 2,000. This morning, they raised 42,000.
Yeah, I would say they met their goal. Congratulations.
They did okay.
Yeah.
And Aqua ROVE is based on their original game called Rove, and this is a solo game, and you can play it cooperatively, I believe. And what you're trying to do is, it's a spatial puzzle, so you're trying to figure out all the different modules and make sure that all the things go right, or else you, I guess, blow up in the water. I don't know.
Oh, God. This reminds me of a video game I put thousands of hours into called Subnautica.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like a resource collecting, open world underwater game. You don't want your submersible to blow up underwater, let me tell you.
Always a bad thing.
Yeah.
This is based on Rove. So this is the Aqua ROVE. It's a standalone expansion, and you can check that out on Kickstarter right now.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a card game literally in your back pocket.
Yeah, I love Button Shy Games. They have so many great titles, and I like that they're doing these solo games as well.
And nice,
now.
and they started small. They built very affordable games,
Yes.
and it's great to see their continued success.
Yeah.
by making something that it's so easy to pick up and play.
Yeah, put it in your wallet or in your pocket, and they're great for travel. So be sure to check that out. Another game from
Another game.
One more game.
One more game. One more game.
This one's from Sashi and Sashi. This is a company based in Japan, and they do some of the funkiest titled games, like Bus and Stop. It's
based on the William Inge play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Nice reference.
I went to theater school. We got to use it somehow.
Sashi is the designer and the publisher. They've done games like Coffee Roaster, Let's Make a Bus Route, Wind the Film, Remember Our Trip. So very simple themed games. Like on Bus and Stop, what you're doing is picking up passengers to go on the bus. That's it, Becca.
Straight out of 1950s Americana.
Yes, and it's a hand management game. What they're known for, these games are really super tight, super thinky games for, played about 30 minutes or so. But they're always surprising to me how much complexity and depth they are in this. And you're trying to manage your passengers, and at the same time, certain passengers will exit sooner than others. So you're trying to get them all your ducks in a row, all your passengers in a row to score the most points.
Yeah. Passengers, I found, get really upset when you drop them off at the wrong stop.
I know I do.
Yeah. So this is interesting in that it puts them where they want to be, hypothetically.
Yeah.
Or where you think they should be.
Exactly. And that's...
Which is the zoo. It's always the zoo. It's a nice time. No one ever has a bad time at the zoo.
Yeah.
The animals.
That's right. Yeah. Speaking of zoo...
segue!
We have a game called Zuuli. This is actually the original game. Is called Zuuli. It's been picked up by Oink Games. Oink Games are those little box games that are about so big, and they're renaming it Moving Wild.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is a pick and pass card game. You're collecting enclosures, got all the animals happening here, trying to collect grizzly bears and whatnot. It looks super cute. But apparently, you have to keep the lions away from anteaters, so certain animals cannot go next to other ones.
They will die, yeah.
Exactly, they'll be eaten.
Sure.
I'm excited about this one, Becca, because I love Oink Games. They always have that, again, smaller games. I'm all about folks because they're easier to travel with, and Oink Games always does a fantastic job of doing games that are super easy to learn, and but they're very replayable. Lots of plays out of my collection of Orient games.
Yeah, very fun. I wonder if they're going to completely rebrand this art. It reminds me of many of my daughter's toys.
Oh, they probably will. With Oink Games, this is the original, so the cards will definitely be smaller, and then...
Right, yeah. I was going to say, today we're all about the tiny games.
Yeah.
The itty-bitty packages.
Yeah, tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny. We like tiny.
Tiny morning society.
We're so tiny. Next game.
Okay.
We got one called Knowledge.
Oh, I want to know
Knowledge
about that.
Yeah, Knowledge.
I make great.
It's
Roll
got a
his
question
eyes
mark.
every time I open my mouth.
Knowledge. This one, it caught my eye because of the designer, Pierre Sylvester. He's done games like The King is Dead, Brian Boru, Village Green, The Lost Expedition, which has nothing to do with a trivia game. So I'm wondering, what is he doing with this trivia game?
Yeah.
It's a cooperative quiz without questions. And that's why I'm going Knowledge, because how the heck does this play?
And I see it says Das Quiz on Fragen.
Yeah.
That's the German edition.
Yeah, and I'm assuming that the German edition, that'll be out first, and then they're eventually moving over to an English version, which they've done with all of Pierre Sylvester's games. He is based in Europe, and his games always come out first there. But again, I'm so excited because I love his other games. The King is Dead, Brian Boru, and Village Green. Some of my
What's The King is Dead like?
The King is Dead is a area control game, Beck, and I think you'd really like it.
I like area control.
Yeah, it's very stabby, but really condensed down to like 45 minutes. So it's really great.
Okay.
Yeah.
2015.
Yep.
Arthurian Britain setting. Oh, I love me some King Arthur.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
very,
is
very cool
Okay, Pierre Sylvester, let's see what you do with trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, love when a very experienced designer decides to go for something simple because they do reinvent that wheel sometimes. You know, sometimes the wheel needs reinventing.
Exactly, and I always like that because all these great designers. Yes, they can come up with these super hardcore, heavy games, but I like to see, like, let's strip all that stuff away and see what you do with like the most basic of like, take Trivial Pursuit, make it better.
Make it
and
better, yeah.
For the most part, they do. I love that.
Bright colors. Bright colors helps.
Yes, always. Speaking of bright colors, actually, that's not a good.
Speaking
segue.
of the darkness.
Yes, the darkness.
Where there are no bright colors.
Yes, horror on the Orient Express, the board game. This is your jam, Becca.
This is my
is your
jam.
jam.
This is from our friends at Chaosium. I'm a huge Call of Cthulhu nerd.
Yep.
I've just recently started a campaign that we're going to drop as a podcast very soon.
Nice.
And yeah, this looks awesome. Tell me more about Horror on the Orient Express.
Yeah, so it's a cooperative game. You and your investigators trying to survive this doom train, which you have me right there. I mean, how cool is that? It brings the award-winning Call of Cthulhu horror and mystery TTRPG in the board gaming world. You have ongoing character development and a challenging and exciting game experience. I mean, just look at this. This looks awesome.
Yeah,
You can see how you're leveling up stuff. Yeah.
So three-dimensional, this board. I really want to see it in action. I love things that have big table presence, and there's an actual train you get to move your minis on.
I love that. And you got the dice. So dice placement, I'm a sucker for that. And there's the train, choo-choo. Oh my God. Choo-choo Cthulhu.
This is a presidential game now.
Choo-choo Cthulhu. I'm going to keep saying it. Choo-choo Cthulhu.
Choo-choo Cthulhu. I can't leave you hanging on that. Yeah.
The walrus.
Yeah, the walrus did it. The walrus is actually, few people know this, is a Cthulhu monster from another dimension.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
The walrus came to this planet to bring terror.
Oh, I love it.
He is.
Yeah. So this is now on Kickstarter. It's got a few more days left, but they've totally crushed their goal. Hundreds of thousands of dollars raised. So be sure to check that out on Kickstarter, folks.
Yeah, that's a huge one. That's all the buzz of
All
what's
the
been
buzz.
going on. Mark Street has a great Dice Tower video about it.
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Mark. Love you, Mark.
Speaking of buzz, yeah, that's a good segue.
Yeah, anything can be a segue
Anything
if
can be
we
a
push hard
segue.
enough. Go
So
on.
we're gonna buzz around Floristry.
Ooh.
Floristry, yeah, I said it right. I hopefully did. It's a two-player tile laying game. We love tile laying here.
This is coming to my house.
Yeah,
Coming soon to Becca's house near you.
there it is. Why isn't this? Okay, so it also features a Dutch auction. So a Dutch auction, I always forget which way it goes, but it is where a clock counts down. It's like 10, 9, and you're trying to bid during that time.
Ooh.
And then whoever, but the price drops every couple of seconds. So there's an integrated app with this, Becca. So as we play, it's a two-player game. As we play, it's counting down, and it's going to say the price is now 5, the price is now 4. So we need to figure out when we're going to bid and take that, because we may place it on our side or your opponent's side. I mean, you look at there, you're trying to bid on tiles that are going to help you the most, obviously. But sometimes you can sort of hose your opponent.
You know, flowers don't last forever, so the time to
They don't.
component makes sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These petals gonna wilt.
And yeah, so you're just building in your little frame there, and as you match up the flowers, the victory point conditions are called charm. So the most charm wins.
Oh yeah. Okay, talk about table presence. There's a triangle sign.
Yeah.
They have a standee
Look at
of the
that.
sign. The miniatures. This miniature sign really reminds me of Maple Ink in our
Oh,
preview.
yeah, that's right.
That had miniature tables,
Yeah, there's the
miniature
cats.
IKEA bookshelves,
Yeah, oh, that's so great. Loved it. Look
and
at that.
easels.
The easels.
Kitties, yes, if you like kitties.
Mm-hmm.
How do the kitties? These look like player tokens.
Yeah, the score
point
trackers.
counters
Yeah.
are just cats.
They're just cats.
Because every good florist shop has a shop cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. That
All
makes
good
sense.
shops have shop cats. So
It's thematic. I get it.
yeah, we've got a whole year to wait for this one. It'll be coming out, I believe, to crowdfunding first, but sometime next year. Floristry.
Non-unique guy needs to enlighten us. What are the flower auctions in the Netherlands? I mean, it's a Dutch auction.
Oh, yeah.
Is this a thing? Please tell us what you know.
I've heard about that actually. Like when the tulips come into season, I guess they actually auction them off or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
I did a lot of that in Animal Crossing, but for turnips. There's a whole turnip stock market.
It very famously is like the price was once crazily artificially inflated. So like tulips were like the most expensive thing in the world. And it's like the example people use for something like a market crashing. The tulip market in Amsterdam in like 17 whatever came crashing down to earth.
It's not still more valuable than gold.
No, well,
you don't say keep tulips under your pillow, under your mattress.
It gets mentioned a lot with cryptocurrency potentially being a tulip market.
The tulip of our time.
So now that's what that means.
Wow.
Okay. Just like to acknowledge for the potential OCD trigger of your notification number on Board Game Geek.
Exactly.
That is upsetting some people. We acknowledge your pain, and we will do nothing about it.
Exactly. Sorry. Let's move on for one more game.
One more game. One more game.
We're going to move on from our tiny little quick games to something a little more heavy. This is From the Moon. It's a worker placement game. Becca, I know we were both fans of worker placement. We're trying to complete missions as we depart from the moon.
I like.
Because we need to help save humankind from killing each other, and the fate of the Earth is sealed. Time is running out. We need to survive.
I'm interested in survival. This game might be for me.
Yeah. So here it is. It was successfully crowdfunded earlier last year.
Can you click on the first picture, because this is what's getting me. These tiny little people minis that are riding inside of like an ATST.
Yeah. What is that? Okay. Why is it this?
Little ATV.
Yeah, it looks like a moon rover, I guess.
The internet has betrayed you.
Okay, thanks, internet.
But it's got me. I'm in.
Yeah.
It looks like there is no longer an in-person tulip auction, but there is something in Keukenhof that is a tulip exchange.
Oh, tulip exchange.
Flower selling. I don't know what it was, but Nightcat's mom had a nice time.
Nice. There's the rover, your ATSD.
Yeah. These are very cool.
Yeah. So you're literally
gear.
You're literally building those things in the game, and then hopefully you're going to survive the Earth come crashing down or whatever by going to the moon and surviving.
Yeah, just like every billionaire's plotting.
Exactly.
Yeah, why can't we plot too, huh?
So that is From the Moon. That's coming out later this month. No, June. Sorry, June, because it was kickstarted last year, but the retail version is coming out next month.
Months are days to me now, so June is around the corner.
Yeah, it's right around the corner, folks. How much time we got? Okay, why don't we? How about, you feel like playing a game, Becca?
I do, but I mean, we could skip one, but do you need to talk about one of your favorite things, or will we save that for later?
Let's talk about one of my favorite things.
Yeah, I see one of your favorite things on here.
I couldn't pass this up. This is coming out in 5 days. It's a reprint of the Castles of Burgundy Special Edition.
You already have the Special Edition.
I do, and we've played it.
Yeah, and it was so much fun. I get why you love Castles of Burgundy so much. Yeah. What is that castle?
This is this castle right here. This comes in the game. They're miniatures. It's totally
These are the ones you have, right?
Super extra, yeah.
This is not to scale for the size of the box?
No.
Okay, because I would want one if it were.
Yeah, I want to live in that. No, so this is the special edition. It's got all the minis. It's got the super fancy tiles, and it has a bunch of expansions in it as well, folks. So if you've never played Castles of Burgundy, I would recommend buying it. If you've played Castles of Burgundy,
no, don't just play. Go straight to buy, and then see if you like it.
Exactly.
That's our advice.
It's worth it.
We stand by it.
Worth every penny. It's fantastic. That was your first time playing, right?
It was my first time playing. We played on our Twitch stream a while back. You can find it in our VODs if you're a subscriber. And I was immediately in love, and not just because we trolled Jake the whole time.
That's what I was hoping to bring up. We totally trolled Jake.
I knew you were. We were evil. I think he still won. No, you won by a
I
lot.
won, yeah.
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 And I was creamed, but I had so much fun.
Yeah. No, you actually were pretty close though.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good,
you were
good,
you were
good,
close,
good.
but it was we trolled Jake the heck out of Jake.
I'm impressed by your ability to remember specific game scores.
Oh yeah. Well,
Does
the
that just
apps
stick?
hurt. The apps help
Yeah.
sometimes because you sort of punch in the scores. And,
Do you put it in BGG? What's your app?
BGstats. So
BGstats.
with BGstats, you enter the scores and players, and then you can import those to BGG, and it'll show up. Yeah, it's just a little bit of extra nerdery for you folks.
Yeah. Are you BG statting? What's your best stat?
Yeah.
Drop some stats in the comments.
Let us know, folks.
Yeah.
That's it for the games.
Well, the games that haven't come out and aren't on this table that we're going
Yeah.
to talk about.
Speaking of this table, woo, look at this.
Yeah, it's time for Good Morning Gaming Time Society.
Yeah, it's time for the morning match.
That's right, we did come up with a name for this.
Yeah, morning match where Becca battles Ruel in a game. This is Qawale. This is Qawale Mini, which just came out from Gigamet Games. This is a smaller version of the normal game, which is, I think, twice the size of this, Becca.
Yes.
And I was really excited last week to learn that you like Mancala, because this one sort of reminds me of Mancala and Tic-Tac-Toe, of all games.
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
So the object of the game is to get 4 of your tokens in a row, and we have 3 different colors here, the light, dark, and the medium. And let's see,
What would you like?
I'll be the light ones here, and then we will use the medium ones. We're gonna place 2 on each corner.
That's right.
Okay, and then you'll be the dark colored ones. Becca and I each have, let me bring this out over here.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Here, scoot in. Oh, no.
Okay.
Frame. Okay, I'll reach
Good.
with my giant long arms. Great.
okay. So we each have 8 tokens, and on your, again, we're trying to get 4 in a row. It can be either orthogonal or horizontal, or it can be diagonal. On your turn, you're going to take one of your tokens, Becca, and place it on any spot that has a stack of other tokens. So, for instance, I would do that. Okay, and then on your turn, just like Mancala, you're going to go orthogonally adjacent, never diagonal, and you're going to drop these as you go. You're going to drop them like they're hot, as Snoop Dogg once said, and then you're going to end up like that. And then the other player goes, you can place it on here, and again, the object is to get 4 of yours in a row.
Awesome.
Okay. Now, I should mention that as you're doing this, let me start this over here. You can go anywhere orthogonally adjacent. So you can do stuff like this. You can go 1, 2, 3.
Perfect.
Okay? You cannot go 1 and then 2 back.
No backtracking.
No
Okay.
backtracking. However, if you have enough stones, you could go 1, 2, 3, and then back like that, like circle back. You just can't go back and forth like this. Does that
Your
make sense?
final move can end where you started,
Correct.
but only on the final.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay. And we're just, again, we're trying to get 4 in a row.
You can go first.
Okay. So any stack, I'm going to go like this. And then I'm going to take them and go, let's see, 1, 2, 3.
Did you say it's giving burger time?
Do they not look like little burgers?
They do look like
If you stick-
burgers.
Burger time. My goodness.
Love burger time.
Nice.
Okay, what's my strat? What's
cheeseburgers.
my strat? I'm going 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Now,
And
it's unlike Mancala. If you end on a stack, you don't get to keep moving.
that's right. Yeah,
Okay.
you're right. I think the whole thing is just like the whole picking up of
Picking up and
pieces out
placing.
place.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm going to go here in this corner. So so I grab this. I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, you're doing very well, and I
Thank
don't
you.
like that. So
Oh.
let me just do. Do something about
Look
it.
at you. Okay, sneaky. So I'm going to take mine and go like this. 1, boom, boom, boom.
Oh, that's a big stack. No
Yeah.
stack limits?
No stack limits.
No stack limits.
And you can, if there's only one, you can go there. That's considered a stack.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
I need to get more pieces on the board. That's what I need. So I'm gonna take your stuff
Boo.
and move it around. And we're going to go, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I put you 2 in a row. I did it in the same line.
I like that.
I'm going to do something about it.
Why don't I do this? I'll take this. I'm gonna go with this big stack here.
It's a big stack.
One. No. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
What? 1 away from winning? Yeah. I can't abide. Okay, if I go here, I'll go boop, boop. Does that help me? Not too terribly much. Let's go. And take this one away and go boop, boop. Now I have 2 in a row.
Very nice. Look at that. Okay. So I'm going to take this one and we're going to go.
Did I put a new one down? I forgot.
Yeah, that was that one. I think that's where you ended up, right? Yep, because you have 4, I have 4. Okay, so I'm going to go here. Whoops.
The dexterity game as well?
Yes. 1.
Oh, no.
2.
Oh, no. You won.
GG.
He's won.
There it is. Qawale
Well
Mini.
done. Qawale Mini. Easy game to play best of 3.
Yeah, totally.
With tiny burgers or macarons, however you like to describe them,
Not
it will make you
macarons.
hungry.
Yes.
Are you in the mood for an entree or a dessert? That's
not
the choice
both?
that you have to make in Qawale.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it's available now from Gigamech. Again, they have the regular size version, which is a bigger one, but this is easily travel with. It's a little board, and they have a little bag for the pieces. Super easy to. There it is. Yeah.
This is the perfect size. I love this. I want the tiny one. It's so cute and adorable.
It is.
Yeah.
And again, we do not recommend eating these, folks. They are wooden bits. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's maybe talk a little bit about what else is going on, what they should tune into this weekend again if they missed it. And I'll let you guys know, I keep hinting that I am recording a podcast. We're going to have a feed for you to follow soon. It's going to be an edited audio TTRPG game. And we'll have that feed for you to follow and get ready for coming up soon. It's called Sorority, and that's what I'm really excited about. We've already begun a new season, and let's see, tell us more about Tabletop Live Network, or tell us again in case they're tuning in live and missed it.
Yeah, we're super excited about this weekend, folks. We're teaming up with Extra Life and Tabletop Live Network. It's our monthly collaboration with streamers from around the world. We play board games all weekend, and this weekend is extended. We're doing Friday through Sunday, so we can help Extra Life raise money for the Children's Miracle Hospital Network. Again, goes to kids and families in need. And we're super excited about it. We're going to be playing all kinds of different games. On my channel personally, we're going to be playing some games from the Op, who is a sponsor of the event. Yay, thanks to the Op.
Thanks the Op.
I'm going to be playing the Art Project and also Aqua Biodiversity in the Oceans. And here on Saturday, 9 a.m. here in Good Time Society studio, we're going to be playing Tapple, which is another fantastic party game. I love Tapple.
Tapple.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know it. That sounds so fun.
It's a word game, word party game, Becca, and it's about being fast, and you're actually tapping on things too, which is fun.
That sounds like my jam.
Yeah.
I like spelling.
Totally.
Yeah. Even though word processing has ruined what was once a skill I had.
Yeah.
It is gone.
Were you ever a spelling bee champion?
Oh, so far from it. But Ray was?
Ray, really?
Middle school spelling bee champion, baby. It's still in my Twitter bio, I think. Not that I use that website.
Did you go to a regional of any kind?
I did, and I got flattened.
Yeah, no, I mean, the kids in your school were dumb, right?
I got harder words in the regional. This was confirmed by people who weren't just my parents.
Okay.
Do you remember the word?
Oh man, the thing is, my best friend from middle school would remember, because it was just the two of us at the end, and we kept going back and forth, and we would get the same words wrong and the same words right over and over again. And he remembers every word. I'm seeing him in a month, he will probably bring it up, and he'll be like, "I can't believe that you got this, and I got this, and you got this."
Well, so he could remember the anecdote of what happened that day, and yet still couldn't remember how to spell it.
I know.
Huh.
And
That's
he,
rough for him.
Yeah.
and he like makes the iPhone now or something important. So
Okay, close your eyes. Spell onomatopoeia.
Oh.
ONOM. I'm so nervous. ATOPOEIA.
Yeah! At least according to what Nightcap put in chat, that is correct.
Oh my
well
God.
done.
Wow.
Well done. I am very impressed. There is no way in hell I would have ever
Same.
put that E in there.
That is impressive. I would have asked, like, can I get the origin? Can I get,
Yeah, I really should have that I'm an amateur by
Use
not.
it in a sentence and say it really slowly when you use it in that sentence.
Wow.
And enunciate.
Very impressive, Ray. Well done.
Other things you're excited about in your life?
Um,
you seen any Dodgers games soon?
Yeah, the Dodgers are playing right now. I don't know what the score is, so I'm gonna go.
We gotta get off. We gotta get out of here.
So I gotta watch the Dodger game. TLN this weekend. Also got some videos coming out on Rado's channel real soon. Playing through some new games over there. So
Nice.
yeah, I can't wait to hear the new episode of the podcast. You're recording? Is it this weekend or?
We are gonna record some next Wednesday, and
Nice.
then it's gonna be a little while because we want to make this like audio drama style. We want to have a
Okay.
lot of sound effects and a lot of heavy
Yeah.
editing, and we'll see how Ray does.
Nice.
Whose heart is currently pounding. Shout out to Rado Runs Through. Oh, is Rado in the room?
Is Rado in the room?
Is Rado here? Oh my
Hey.
gosh. If so, hello,
Richard.
Rado. All right, well, that's it for us for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope to see you next Wednesday. If you're not yet subscribed to our newsletter, type _newsletter in chat and you can get on that list. It goes out with this show every Wednesday morning, and Matt's got a movie corner in there for movie recommendations.
Yes.
There's a link to our shop where you can get merch, which we're going to be adding more merch options soon at shop.goodtimesociety.com, where you can get a Mapleception mug of your own with the Good Time Society logo, Good Morning Society logo,
Yes.
which I've gotten certain people. Dwary Wildstar told me that this just makes them happy, this logo, and that makes me happy, that it makes people happy.
I agree. I'm happy too.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, tune in every Wednesday for your morning dose of happiness. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, friends.